Expose evil here. Like, share, subscribe. Today I'm doing a video about Deepfake Rob TI channel and the video he made promoting witchcraft. Deepfake Rob and the Crystal Queen is called. And I was very surprised to see him starting to promote this. As you see here, one of the 7 African powers is Shun. I'm gonna show you the video.
People think you on some other stuff, but all this stuff comes out of the Bible roll. Real talk.
You know, yeah. Take on.
So, you go over here and show my face.
I was disappointed that he didn't reply to my comment I left. And here's my comment. I said, I come from a family that did this. This is the Odu Ifa tradition. It's from West Africa, okay? The 7 African powers are no different than the 7 chakras, the 7 hermetic principles of Thoth, 7 planets, the 7 stars known as the constellation Orion, aka Nimrod. Let me show you how fast we can get into this and how fast I can prove that this is witchcraft. Well, surprisingly, the channel of the place he was at, Enchanted Jewelers, replied to my comment. You know, I asked them stuff. They finally bit. They told me, no, beloved, I am Ochosi with Asun parent. That's all we need right there, right? Asun is a hunter with the bow and arrow, right? Just like Nimrod, mighty hunter, right? Remember I told you about the 7 African powers and the 7 stars, the constellation Orion, the hunter? Check this out. And they literally assure me. I told them, like, the constellation Orion, the hunter, aka Nimrod, the first Grand Master Freemason. Yes, beloved, you are fully on point. Right? This is how Orion looks. Here's some Bible commentary on Job 38:31. Hugh McMillan. Here's the Orientals imagined him to be a huge giant who, Titan-like, had warred against God and was therefore bound in chains to the firmament of heaven. And some authors have conjectured that this notion is the origin of the history of Nimrod, who, according to Jewish tradition, instigated the descendants of Noah to build the Tower of Babel. The constellation Orion is composed of 4 bright stars, forming a quadrilateral higher than it is broad, with 3 equidistant, I don't know what, mispronounce that, stars in a diagonal line in the middle. Straight up on Enchanted Jewelers Empire LLC's channel, they have a video called When Papa Legba Shows Up. And this older gentleman, all he's missing is the staff of Papa Legba, and he'll look like a depiction of Papa Legba when he's not in skeleton form. And Papa Legba is what you call a phallic deity. He always has a erection. And right here, Deepfake Rob's video from the Enchanted Jewelers location, Yanni eggs. If you don't know, the eggs is a fertility symbol, okay? Easter is a pagan holiday. Easter is only in the King James Bible, mistranslated. It should be, Passover. Only King James puts Easter. Easter is a witchcraft holiday for the Yanni. If you don't know what Yanni is, it's the female genitalia. The Yanni and the phallus. The phallus would be the male genitalia. Look it up yourself. Yanni and the phallus is the main thing worshipped in all paganism, Satanism, witchcraft. You see how it's depicted here. All these statues here and the practice with them have sexual rites involved. Look how they're pouring the milk on the male sexual organ. You see Shiva there, right? See what it says Lingam? The Shiva Lingam. I don't know if you watched the Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom with Kali Ma. And the Kali Ma cult has stole the Shiva Lingam, the egg, from the village. And all they wanted was Shiva's, female genitals. They wanted her, her Yanni. Because they worship it. If you look up Papa Legba, you'll find out real quick that he's a phallic deity. This means that he is most of the time always with a heart on, as you see here. Even the staff he holds with the moon shape at the top represents a phallus. This is the deity that was in the movie The Devil's Advocate. I broke this all down in my video about the CIA going down to Yorubaland to do MK Ultra mind control research, learning the Odu Ifa tradition and magical practices. And then they bring it back here to continue the MK Ultra research that the Nazis were doing. It's all involved, same thing. Check out my video. I broke this all down already. movie The Wicker Man, and it shows, what the Celtic paganism is all about. They had their sexual orgies all over the cemetery in this movie, and it's no doubt they worship the phallus and the yanni. Check out this scene.
Simple. The phallic symbol. That is correct. It is the image of the penis, which is venerated in religions such as ours, as symbolizing the generative force in nature.
Come on down to Expose Evil channel. I jam-packed this video right here, MK Ultra Mind Control Research in Yoruba Land. I jam-packed with information about the 7 African powers and the witchcraft that is done there. I give a lot of sources. And I did an earlier video about the 7 African powers. As you can see here, the believers shows truth about child sacrifice. And I want to show you a clip from this right here about Kathleen Sorensen, who was killed by Satanists on her way home after, giving this testimony. She took in the worst of the worst kids in foster care that no one else wanted, and she gave them a chance. And one by one, they started to trust her and give her information about satanic ritual abuse.
They would cut off the sex organs. They would save them in the refrigerator, in the freezer. And this is a very typical thing that these kids talk about. They worship the sex organs. I suppose they're so into themselves, and it is life and nature and all of that. I don't